Narito ang official, new and improved complete lineup ng Converge FiberXers official para sa PBA 49th Philippine Cup Playoffs. Point guards, JL De Los Santos, 5'11", 176 pounds, 25 years old, 2.8 points, 2.3 rebounds, 3.6 assists, 1 steal, 40% three-point shooter in his ongoing PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. Shani Winston, rising star, 6'4", 190 pounds, 26 years old, 15.8 points, 4.9 rebounds, 2.8 assists, 1.3 steals, 24% three-point shooter, 79% free throw shooter in his ongoing PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. MJ Garcia, rookie, 6 feet, 175 pounds, 26 years old, 6.6 points, 3.7 rebounds, 2.6 assists, 31% three-point shooter, 83% free throw shooter in his ongoing PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. Shooting guards, Alex Stockton, star player, 6'2", 170 pounds, 27 years old, 16.5 points, 3.1 rebounds, 2.7 assists, 1.3 steals, 34% three-point shooter, 69% free throw shooter in his ongoing PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. Ray Suerte, 6'3", 175 pounds, 30 years old, 4 points, 1.7 rebounds, 0.4 steals, 35% three-point shooter, 66% free throw shooter in his ongoing PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. Cameron Vigan Fleming, 6'5", 185 pounds, 26 years old, 2 points, 0.7 rebounds, 0.3 blocks, 50 field goal percentage, 100% free throw shooter, 3.7 minutes per game in his ongoing PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. Inand Fornillos, reserve player, 6'2", 195 pounds, 25 years old, 1 point, 2.3 rebounds, 0.3 assists, 0.3 steals, 20 field goal percentage, 50% free throw shooter in his last PBA 49 Commissioner's Cup averages. Mikeywilliams, new star player via trade, 6'2", 190 pounds, 33 years old, 7.5 points, 2.6 rebounds, 4.6 assists, 1.3 steals, 33% three-point shooter, 70% free throw shooter in his last Dubai 34th Championship Tournament averages. Small forwards, Kevin Racal, team captain, 6'3", 175 pounds, 34 years old, 4.9 points, 1.5 rebounds, 0.9 assists, 38% three-point shooter, 100% free throw shooter in his ongoing PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. King Caralipio, 6'2", 176 pounds, 27 years old, 4.6 points, 2 rebounds, 0.3 assists, 66% three-point shooter, 50% free throw shooter in his ongoing PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. Jan Nermal, 6'3", 172 pounds, 32 years old, 1.7 points, 1.2 rebounds, 0.3 assists, 45 field goal percentage, 55% free throw shooter in his ongoing PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. Mike Nieto, reserve list, 6'2", 200 pounds, 28 years old, 2.8 points, 1 rebound, 0.2 steals, 54% three-point shooter, 60% free throw shooter in his last PBA 49 Commissioner's Cup averages. Power forwards, Brian Santos, 6'5", 209 pounds, 28 years old, 4.6 points, 2 rebounds, 0.6 assists, 21% three-point shooter, 66% free throw shooter in his ongoing PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. Jackson Corpus, 6'4", 180 pounds, 35 years old, 2.1 points, 2.4 rebounds, 0.2 steals, 20% three-point shooter, 44% free throw shooter in his ongoing PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. Justin Baltasar, star rookie, 6'9", 250 pounds, 28 years old, 14.5 points, 12.4 rebounds, 2.2 assists, 1.2 blocks, 54 field goal percentage, 66% free throw shooter in his ongoing PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. Paulo Havillonar, rookie, 6'6", 200 pounds, 26 years old, 0.7 points, 0.7 rebounds, 0.1 assists, 20% three-point shooter, 50% free throw shooter in his last PBA 49 Commissioner's Cup averages. Centers, Justin Arana, star player, 6'7", 231 pounds, 26 years old, 16.2 points, 11.9 rebounds, 2.9 assists, 0.6 blocks, 48 field goal percentage, 62% free throw shooter in his ongoing PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. J.U. Ambohot, 6'7", 193 pounds, 28 years old, 1.3 points, 2.6 rebounds, 0.1 block, 57 field goal percentage, 100% free throw shooter in his ongoing PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. Ronan Santos, rookie, 6'6", 213 pounds, 27 years old, 0.3 points, 1.1 rebounds, 25 field goal percentage, 5.5 minutes per game in his ongoing PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. Patrick Magdenberg, injured list, 6'5", 241 pounds, 28 years old, 3 points, 2.8 rebounds, 0.8 assists, 30 field goal percentage, 65% free throw shooter in his last PBA 49th Governor's Cup averages. Ito ang official, new and improved complete lineup ng Converge FiberXers para sa PBA 49th Philippine Cup playoffs. Sa tingin niyo mga kababos, mas lumakas ba ang lineup ng Converge matapos ang pag-trade nila kay Heading? I-comment nyo na po yan sa baba.